Saudi Arabia, Middle Eastern powerhouses, at least they were at one point. Maybe joining Gold Cup as the team that is invited every tournament. Anybody with their initial thoughts? Personally, I'm not a fan of it, but if anybody is, tell me.
No, I mean it's just like Qatar. Last time we had a video about Qatar, so it's kind of similar, but arguably Saudi Arabia is a bit better than Qatar. So I mean, maybe they can do something. But I'll let Diego speak on his thoughts real quick before I go on my spiel.
Seems like a waste of a spot. Like the whole point, I feel like, of inviting other nations is to make them add some competition to the Concacaf Gold Cup, and only 3 teams have ever won it, which is the top 3. Adding a bit of spice in there is probably ideal to add some, like, so it's not just those top 3 nations steamrolling their way to the final. Because let's be honest, Jamaica ain't doing shit right now.
What a random stray.
Jamaica just caught
you could have talked about Panama, Costa Rica, Honduras.
Exactly. Nope. Just Jamaica just caught a massive stray. There goes our subscriber count tremendously.
But no other nation is doing anything. Like, they're not going to win it. We already know that. It's not like even a.
I believe you. Close. In you, Jamaica.
I would disagree. I would disagree, actually.
I'll bet you $50 right now. It's the top 3 winning it again. It's guaranteed.
As a man who likes betting, I'm not going to take that because I know.
I'll take you up on that. But let me cover a couple things. I'll take you up on the bet right now, Diego. $50 right now. I agree.
Dang.
Couple things though. A couple things. The Club World Cup is the exact same time as the Gold Cup. It is the exact same date, start and finish. So a lot of these top players for a lot of these top nations are going to be gone. USA is probably missing their entire starting lineup to an extent. I mean, I forget. I can't think of the top of my head who's going to be gone. But a lot of these teams are going to be missing a lot of key players. So I do think a lot of the other teams have a chance to be a part of it, and there's going to be obviously a bigger pool of players. I could see if there is a year, it's this year for some of these teams to not be in it. Is also, the Gold Cup. It's not as highly touted as it once was. USA historically have, or at least the past couple times, have sent their B/C team. I mean, I don't know if it was last one or the time before, but I remember watching it and Matthew Hoppe was playing. So like a B/C team. So I think if there is a year for it to happen, it is this year, because the Gold Cup, it just continuously just goes down, down, down in terms of pedigree around the world. Yes, obviously the top 3 big B or C team is still better than most of these teams, but I think it could happen. Anyway, Saudi Arabia, it doesn't add anything though. I think Saudi Arabia still loses to a B or C team of a lot of these.
They do.
Of the top 3.
And like, just like the US, they brought their B team. I remember against last time, and they won. They beat Mexico.
Whoa, wait, no. Mexico won, but 1-0 against Panama, bro.
The time before that, you're right.
Sorry, the time
I know
that.
what you're talking about. The time before that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
I remember. I got it wrong. The time before that, US brought their B team. They still won. The point is that, like, I feel like the invite of a nation should be a spice. Should be a nice little, like, oh, okay, we got to worry about someone else now. Qatar was not that. Saudi Arabia is not that. And I can't help but feel like how much money is being moved in the background and behind the scenes, because this is not exciting. I'm not gonna go rather see a US versus Saudi Arabia game than, like, I don't know, Mexico versus Jamaica. I'll go see that shit every day.
Right. Saudi Arabia is such an interesting team. Like, I would much prefer a team from either Africa or Asia to be a part of this, or Oceania, in comparison to like a European or South American team. Just because when there is diversity amongst these matchups, we see those a lot more. We don't see Asia or Africa a lot, especially in North America. If there's one team you got to bring to the Gold Cup to spice it up, it's Japan. I'm curious as to why Japan is the number 1 team you bring.
They would win it. It's too easy. That's why. It's too easy for them.
Without a doubt. But that's why you bring it. From a consumer perspective, from a fan perspective, that's why you do it. Obviously, I get it.
I'd put all money on Japan.
You don't want the. Without a doubt, though, Japan is without a doubt the best team in Asia right now. One of the best teams in the world currently. It should have been them. I don't know about Saudi Arabia.
What about South Korea? What do you think about South Korea?
I wouldn't have minded it. South Korea is an okay team recently. I mean, they're still one of the top 3-4 teams in Asia, but it would have been spicy, yes.
Spicier.
But Japan, it's way spicier than Saudi Arabia by long and far.
Australia.
Japan is still the number 1. Australia are just there.
The Aussies, man. Don't count out the kangaroos.
I will. Australia sucks right now. Australia has 0 attack.
They're second. They're second in their group in World Cup qualifiers.
Okay, but look at the points. We
don't talk about the points. If we looked at the points, we'd be like Saudi Arabia's 4th right now, all right?
Japan. What are you saying? It's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. Anyways,
I believe in Australia. That's what I'm saying.
You don't watch Australia play football.
No, because I know they're so bad.
Australia is so poor in the attack. There is no creativity. There is no attacking output. The only thing they have is defense. That's why they have 4 draws.
Hey man, they had a really good run in the last World Cup. Okay, they did okay.
Okay. Anyways, Saudi Arabia being here is just everything we're covering here. All the teams we mentioned are a much better pick than Saudi Arabia being a part of the Gold Cup.
Yeah.
You can't tell me no. And then Saudi Arabia is not a team too. Like if you're bringing in Japan and a lot of these teams lose to Japan, it's like okay, we lost to Japan, right? If a Honduras loses to a Saudi Arabia, at that point it's kind of like a well, why the fuck are they here? Like it's not like a respectful thing. I feel like to an extent. Not saying Saudi Arabia doesn't deserve respect, but like it's just a lot different output with this because there's so much behind it. Because obviously, like you said, there's so much money being moved around here. It's so obvious. I just don't understand the invitation at all. And again, this isn't confirmed, but like, why be here? They're not a team in form. They have so much to figure out themselves. The week before the Gold Cup starts is when their last Asian World Cup qualifiers end, and they might not even qualify for the World Cup this year. That's how much of a shocking position Saudi Arabia are in right now. So for a team that has so much to figure out themselves, why are you bringing them to the Gold Cup to face off against teams here?
But also, like, okay, I don't know this, but why haven't we invited like some UEFA nation who like didn't qualify for like a certain thing? You know what I mean? Like, the Euros was last summer, but like I'm talking like Nations League. You know what I mean? Like San Marino, I would be down for it. Let's be real. Hold on, hear me out. San Marino would be lit. Would be lit, bro. The underdog story of the century. No, it's better than Saudi Arabia, and you can't hate me for it because that Spanish account would go crazy on Twitter.
Yeah, no, 100%.
That's
To be fair, that is
section
better.
Because we're hardcore fans. We know about that. Still, Saudi Arabia at a general level is better than San Marino. San Marino won't even score a goal, brother.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Twitter will go wild. And Twitter will go wild.
Don't get me wrong. I'm one of those. But just for the general people, like.
No, I get it.
I believe San Marino can beat a Panama. I believe wholeheartedly that can happen.
I don't.
On a really good day when everything can go their way and Panama doesn't show up to the field.
Japanese player on the pitch, yeah, then maybe. No.
I very much enjoy a Middle Eastern team being in here though. I do like the fact that there is a Middle Eastern team here into the Gold Cup. But if you're gonna do that, bring Iran, bring Iraq, bring Jordan, even
Uzbekistan.
Dude, yes, Uzbekistan actually would have been amazing. I freaking love Uzbekistan as a team. Like, bring one of those teams in, not this team that obviously is here for money. It's not a football thing.
Be lit. I'm not gonna lie.
Because send the North Koreans to the USA. You know what's funny is there's a slight, slim chance that North Korea qualifies for the World Cup. The USA held World Cup. That'd be amazing. That'd be amazing. I don't know if the U.S. intelligence officials, I don't think would allow that to happen. But anyways, yes.
I don't know.
What I think is like, obviously, we're looking at it from the perspective of, even when you look at it for money, we look at it from the way that, another team would have bring in so much more money. I think so many more people would go see Japan play. Even Indonesia, even in Iran, Jordan, Uzbekistan, Iran, Iraq, these teams, right? We think they're bringing so much more money from a consumer perspective, as in like buying tickets, buying things at the game, whatever. I don't think Saudi Arabia is going to do that, but it doesn't matter because Concacaf. I'm saying, yeah, sure, but I'm saying Concacaf is picking Saudi Arabia because they don't have to worry about that, because they're going to get however much money from the federation.
Oh, I understand.
To not worry about that. Yeah, like I from a support perspective, I think a lot of the other countries would have had a bigger turnout than Saudi Arabia might. And obviously, it's in the future. Saudi Arabia still might. But I think the reason CONCACAF don't care about that is because they're already going to get so much money.
It's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's guaranteed.
Yeah, it's a guaranteed contract for them. Like, they don't have to worry about all this. But yes, it would have been so much more fun to have a South Korea here instead, a Japan here, a Uzbekistan even. It just adds so much more to the football politics outlook of this.
Diego could see
tournament.
Son play, man.
Yeah.
You know how many people will go see Son play just for Son? He is an insane fan base.
It's a hot take, I know, but I hate that guy.
You hate
Andres just hates anybody that doesn't play West Ham.
Kick this brother out of the studio right now, bro.
I know. I understand. He's a lovable person and all this stuff. But when he scores so many goals against your club, you just get sick of the guy, all right? So that's why, all right? I understand. He seems like a cool guy, but when he steps on that pitch against my club, I hate that guy. And I hate, and it gets
extended. Andres just hates everybody that has any success against West Ham.
I know he bailed out Mexico in the 2018 World Cup, but I still hate him, Still rooted deep in here.
Right. Is there a player for any other country or club that you like thoroughly enjoy watching?
Declan Rice,
thoroughly
when he only
like,
plays for England.
that has no relation to West Ham at all. Any other player?
I'm trying to think.
As a football fan, no matter what they do against your team, you like
Alphonso Davies, because he never plays against West Ham. So you know what I mean.
Okay,
I like him.
You know what? That's just rude.
He comes back. He comes back once a month and then does that.
Play against him.
Huh. Oh, it's just rude.
All right, man. That's cool.
Wow. We're making good progress in this intervention.
I'm not gonna lie. I like him.
Lamine Yamal's, yeah. There you
I
go.
mean, he seems like a cool guy. Shame his girlfriend cheated on him. I don't know what she was thinking.
There it is. There's always something, though. There's always something.
I'm saying a real shame. Like, that sucks, bro. Like, won the Euros, and then she did that to him. Like, on social media, which is even crazier. Bro doesn't deserve that. She's missing out anyways, because she missed out, like, on millions of dollars easily.
And
anyone else?
Yeah, money too, yeah.
Most goalkeepers I like watching.
Okay, there you go.
Except Emi Martinez. I hate that guy.
Fair. All right, name someone on the Saudi Arabia team do you like?
No one. Absolutely no one, because they knocked us out of the World Cup. Zero. I hate them all. I hate them all. On the team, not the country. The team.
Name one.
The players. You don't want me to do that, Elijah. You're going to have to cut that.
I'm just going to say some bullshit right now.
Some wild things. We've gotten so sidetracked here. Saudi Arabia in the Gold Cup. Like I said, the Club World Cup is a big thing. A lot of the Saudi Arabian players are going to be in that Club World Cup. So it's not like they're bringing their full strength team.
This is Jamaica's chance. I'm telling you.
Truthfully, it is. But
I believe
it's one thing for Saudi Arabia to bring their full strength team, right? And then compete. It's not even going to be their full strength team, right? They're going to be missing a lot of these players in the Club World Cup because of the Saudi League, wherever they're playing. They're going to be missing a lot of players. And the players that are there won't be warm, or they will be tired from playing in the qualifiers. So it's just a waste, isn't it? It's just a waste of players here. So which I just don't understand why they're here. Waste of a team. You could have brought someone so much more fun and inspiring and interesting that'll, like, no matter what, even if you brought in Japan and they won it all, it's the headlines are going to be Japan won. Yeah, okay, there you go. But the headlines will be about Japan winning the Concacaf Gold Cup. If Mexico wins it again, it's going to be
Happy
Mexico
days.
Won the Gold Cup.
Yep,
exactly. Whatever. If Canada wins, it'll be Canada won the Gold Cup. It's no big deal. Anybody else would have brought some bit of attention. Yeah. Saudi Arabia. Except for hate watching. There will be a lot of hate watchers, I feel. But yeah, okay. Well, if you guys have an opinion on that, let us know in the comments down below, of course, because we are going to react to as many as we can. Last time we did a Saudi Arabia focused video, got a lot of hate in the comments. So
that's okay. I enjoy the hate.
Yeah. So let us know. Leave a like if you are going to be watching those and you want us to cover a lot of the Gold Cup content. And then, yeah, hopefully we'll see you guys in the future. Take care.